good morning everyone, and welcome back to Soul. Today I'd like to continue on our discussion from last time. So last time we talked about intentional communication and putting the phone down. It's about to get ironic today because today we're going to talk about picking up the phone again. Really beyond your analog world, right? Your in-life communication in the real world. A lot of it is going to happen online. There's so much that goes on that's in our digital interactions. But just like with in-person interactions, it is crucial to be mindful and respectful in our digital communications. Beyond the real world, making time for digital communication is also essential to maintaining strong relationships. The world has grown immensely, and it could be that many of you don't necessarily live in the same city or in the same town or in the same time zone as your family members or friends or loved ones. So whether it's a video call with a distant family member or texting a friend, these interactions help us stay connected despite the physical distances. Taking time to reach out to them and engaging in a meaningful conversation or a meaningless conversation, really either or, it's just about putting in that effort to show that we value and care about the people in our lives. However, same as what happens in our real life, it is equally important to respect boundaries when it comes to the digital side of communication. We really need to understand that no one is owed a prompt response. And once we figure that out, that really is the key to maintaining healthy relationships. Oftentimes, you will message people, and it could be that you as an overthinker, hello fellow overthinker here, assume that the person doesn't necessarily care about you if they're not responding. Everyone has their own schedules, responsibilities, and personal needs, which means they might not be available to respond immediately. Our job is to recognize and respect this, which can prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary pressure. If you think about it the other way around, when someone reaches out to you, you would also want them to respect the fact that maybe you're at work, maybe you are out with a friend. And we heard in the first part of this intentional communication bit, you want to put your phone away because you want to be in the moment. So if someone is reaching out to you through digital means, they should also respect that boundary. Something that's really important is when you do reach out, be it a text or a call or however it works, if there's something urgent, it's important to be upfront about it, right? Allow the person the space to respond at their convenience. So one thing that is important to add is if it's not urgent, you can always say something like, "No rush on this, get back to me when you can." I recently had a friend who lost a loved one, and me and a few friends wanted to check in. So we kept checking in together, right? Has anyone heard anything? What's going on? Should we call? Should we text? But I think the one thing that we did that ideally I hope was helpful to the friend is always adding, "No rush, take your time, answer when you have capacity." It's really important to bear in mind that perhaps in that exact moment, not everyone has the mental capacity or physical or emotional capacity to get back to you. And that's why when it's urgent, you are being thoughtful by letting the other person know that it's urgent. That doesn't necessarily mean they'll get back to you as soon as possible, but at least it is allowing a person, if they do have the capacity, but maybe, they're in the middle of cooking something, so it's like, I want to put my phone on mute while I'm cooking. But if they see that it's something urgent, because what they're doing is not imminent, they can then get back to you. And this really shows that respect for time. Something that's important with the people who are closest to you, especially if you're in a relationship or if you're living with your parents, right? Or if you're living with roommates or flatmates, or someone is expecting a message from you or maybe hoping to send you a message. If you are busy, let them know. Take seconds from your day if you are about to go to the movies, if you're about to put your phone away, whatever it is, the people closest to you, let them know that you're going to be off your phone for a while. I know that in a lot of relationships, that's always one of the key things that are considered the bare minimum, right? If you're busy, that's absolutely fine. And if anything, it really prompts more love and more understanding in a relationship when you communicate about the fact that you need to be distant and put your phone down for a moment. Then, when you pick it up again, you just feel reassured knowing that that person was being considerate to you. And you would likely expect the same as well. If someone is busy and maybe you were expecting a call from them letting you know that it may not happen imminently, that's a sign of love. That's a sign of thoughtfulness and respect. By balancing digital communication with respect for each other's time and boundaries, that's how we're able to foster meaningful connections. And this is how we stay connected while also honoring our individual needs and responsibilities. So the food for thought for today is let's strive to be intentional but also respectful in our digital interactions. While it's important to make time for meaningful conversations, it is also critical to understand and respect each other's boundaries. Remember, the effort we put into our digital communication reflects our respect and care for the people that we're connecting with. So it's not just about in-person interactions. But as always, we do all of these things step by step, day by day. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week on Soul.